Good morning and welcome to your weighted workout. Today is our leg lower body workout. Grab your weights, have them nearby, some water, and your music of choice to keep you motivated. My name is Regina, and we're at the Calm Confident Woman studio. All right, if you need a fan, go ahead and get it in place. And I'm going to get the timer, and my music going, and we will get started. I think that'll work there. Oh, okay. Making sure I was on. Sometimes I forget to turn my mic on and I'm over there talking to y'all and you can't hear a thing I'm saying. All right. All right, let's get started with a 5-minute warm up. So just start marching in place or march it forward and back to get more of the leg involved. I'm going to try to keep it fairly steady in one place. I still haven't figured out how to get a better um, more level or less vibration in my computer. So I'm going to try to minimize the amount of vibration you get. That might be a little better there. All right. So a little forward and back does help you to get more into the back of the leg, get more of the leg involved. Remember, we want to work out in a way that we stay safe in our bodies. So you can even start going side to side. I'm going to go side to side so I can talk with you as we're warming up. So, as the years pass, life happens, injuries unfold, and joints start to show wear and tear. So, keep that in mind. Maybe you don't squat as deep. Maybe you don't do as many reps. Maybe you don't use as much weight or you don't do any weight at all. Start your little heel taps to the front here. So you want to show up for you and do what's right for your body in this given moment, not for what you might have done in the past or what you'd like to do in the future. But remember that every time you show up, even if your squat is barely an inch deep, you're starting to move the body in a way that it needs to be moving and is going to help you to maintain your independence. So everything starts in our minds, and we want to be able to. You can do any of the moves that we have already done, or any other move that gets your body warmed up. But we really are focusing on lower body here. So when we show up for ourselves, we are starting to create the change that our muscles and our joints need. And if we don't, and we stay in our stagnant state, then we're going to lose what mobility and range of motion we've had. We're losing strength, and all of that is going to lead to more decline. So, less muscle strength also means less bone strength, and um, less core strength is going to lead to more back pain. It's going to lead to more incontinence. So everything's connected, and we want to be able to do what we can where we're at now so that we can continue to move forward instead of continuing that quick slide in the opposite direction. All right, let's go ahead and take one leg forward, one leg back, and we're just going straight down and straight up. Doesn't need to be very deep. Just starting to warm up the larger muscles a little more. Do check that back heel. Try to make sure it stays centered and lifted. Pelvic floor is up, belly is scooped up. Good. Do one more here, and then let's switch sides. And you can go wide here, right? You don't have to have a narrow stance. You can take the legs wider to have better stability. Here we go. Down and up, any amount, just warming up. Pelvic floor is still engaged, shoulders are down the back and hugging in towards spine. Ideally, you keep your chin about a fist distance from your chest, and this will help you with your posture, which helps you to move through your body more safely. Good. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. And step it up. Shake that out a little bit. All right, we're going with the legs out wide. Press the knees out, not letting them drop in. So really think about your feet here and the outer edges. Keep them firmly connected. Inner edges do not have to touch. And just up and down a little bit. So we're just warming up the inner legs here, continuing to build a little more heat and preparedness through the larger muscles of the glutes and the quads. The quads are the front of your thighs. Good. 3, 2, knees press out, and 1. Good. Bring it in. Give the legs a little swing across the body. Good. All right. So we're going to warm up the glutes. Keep the knees slightly bent. Slide the hands down the thighs. Squeeze into the glutes as you come back up. Just a little prep for the good mornings we'll be doing here shortly. Three more. Good. And then start bringing your knees up nice and high. And you can just tap it out here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. All right, quick shake out. No weight needed for this first one. It's just a full body squat. And we are going down and up for 30. We'll take a break at 15 and come right back into it. Here we go. Down for 15, 14. So if your body allows, take your thighs pretty close to parallel with the floor. Otherwise, you stay where you need to stay. Pelvic floor up, belly is in and up. 5, because I was talking, I lost count. Here's 3, 2, 1. Shake that out for a moment. All right, here we go. Feet are parallel, knees and toes track forward. Sink your glutes back. Pull your knees back. So we don't want knees over toes. Pull them back. This move right here helps us get in and out of chairs and cars. So we want to keep this range of motion and this strength. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake that out. Whew. All right. We are going into good mornings. If you'd like to grab a chair, you can grab a chair, sit on the edge, take your legs out wide, and do the same motion. I'm going to do them standing. All right. So legs are going wide, knees and toes are out. Pull up through pelvic floor and belly. Hands come behind the head, but do not push the head forward. Keep pressing the head back into the fingers. Keep the elbows wide. All right, here we go. Belly in and up, pelvic floor up, elbows wide, and inhale, exhale, press up. Firing up the backside. Drive through your heels to get back up. 5, 4, 3. Head presses into the hands. 1 more. take a quick break, and we'll come back for our last 15. Okay, set it up. Good. And if you're watching the recording, you need more time, hit that pause button and then jump back in. Don't let yourself be cheated out of your practice. Here we go. Exhale up. Five more. Two. And one. And just like that, you're finished. All right, walk that out a little bit, shake it out a little bit. And go ahead and grab your weight. So we are moving into some dumbbell squats, and we are going into the sumo, which is the goddess position. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So dumbbell sumo squats, and I think I'm going to go for my 10s, and if I need to, I'll come down. Let me add my weight so I know what I am using. Just try to track that. I am working through a particular program for myself, and so I do like to maintain that information. If that's not important to you, it's not essential. It's just something I like to do. All right, so we're going into 3 sets of 8. All right, knees and toes are turned out. Make sure the knees press wide with your toes, like they're reaching toward the outer edge of the foot, right? Press them back instead of letting them drop in, right? So inner arches should stay lifted, or inner edges of the feet should stay fairly lifted. If you have flat feet, they're going to still come down. You just don't want to press the weight into that edge. You want to press the weight into the outer edge. All right, so weight stays in nice and close, pelvic floor up, belly scooped up. I'm going a little wider, feels safer in my body. Press the hips down and back, push the knees wide, drive through the feet. Feel that activation in the inner legs. Here we go. Here's 2 and 3. Strong straight back here, no rounding through the spine. Okay, so no dumping forward, protect your back. Here's 3, 2, one more. Very nice. Quick break here. All right, set it up. Strong back, knees wide, straight down, straight up. You got this. 4 more. 2. One more. Good. Come up, quick little shake. Inhale, sigh it out. Let's do that last set of 8. Strong back, knees wide, down, exhale up. Drive through the heels back up. 2 more. And you did it. Well done. All right. Set your weights for a moment. Open and close your hands. Circle through your wrist. Take one hand around the opposite wrist and squeeze and release as you move through that hand. This is a quick decompression for your wrist. And you can even move that quick press and release up into the forearm. Those muscles can get really tight as well from all of the gripping. Shake them out. Take a little sip of water if you'd like, not guzzles. Guzzles are hard on the stomach when you're working out. So Keep it easy. And we are moving in dumbbell lunges. So if you would like to make this a walking lunge, you have the room for it. It definitely makes it more interesting. Then you're just going to take a step forward to lunge, come up, take your next step forward and lunge and take your step. All right. I'm limited on space. So I am going to just stay right here in one place and alternate my legs. We have 8. Let me put in my weight. So we have 3 sets of 8. Here we go. Step and lunge, step and lunge, step and lunge, and step and lunge. There's 4. Here's 5 and 6, 7, 8. All right, you got it? All right, so I just make do like we all can with the space that we have. And instead of coming up with excuses, we just make it work. Because you know what? Those excuses are just getting in the way of us achieving or keeping our independence and achieving our goals. All right, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still lifting up through pelvic floor. Belly is scooped up. 6, 7, and 8. Good job. Doing our best to keep the knees fairly back over the ankle versus over the toes. All right, you ready for that last set? We might as well knock it out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ta-da! You are finished. Set them down for a moment. Open and close. Shake, wiggle. Big inhale. And sigh it out. And again. All right. A little shake through the arms. Wiggle it out. We are moving into a goblet squat. So goblet squat is a regular squat. We're adding a weight that we hold vertically versus horizontally. So usually when you're doing just one weight, you can go a little bit heavier. So I'll let you play with that to see. Yeah, this is the heaviest I have. I was at, I think it was Marshall's the other day, and they had a single, I think it was a 15-pound. Yeah, but there was no tag on it. So I just didn't want to wait for them to figure out a price. Another day. All right. Knees and toes are parallel, and we are moving straight back, keeping our back straight and long. No rounding, right? Keep the core in. Pull that navel towards spine, pelvic floor up. Oh, let me put in my weight here. And again, we have 3 sets of 8. Here we go. 8, 7, 3, and 2, 1. Good. Shake that out. Walk it off if you need to. Here comes the next set. 2, 1. And shake that out. Walk it out. All right, here's your last 8. Exhale up. 2, 1. Well done. All right, quick release. Shake that out. Oh. All right, we have step ups. If you have a step of some kind, that would be ideal. If not, you can do another set of lunges. This is not the ideal height. but it's what I have readily available. So if you have, well, I could use my blocks. You can use yoga blocks, but these foam ones are not as sturdy. What you could do is, if you have cork or wood, I think I'm going to use that today. I only have one of each size instead of two, so we'll just do one leg at a time. Add your weight of choice. I'm going to do my best to stay with my tens. We do have 12 reps. All right, so we'll do 6 on one and 6 on the other. Here we go. Step it up, step it down. 2, 3, 4. I think I can go higher. I'll do that on the next set. 10. We have 2 more on this foot. And then we will switch sides. Halfway. Two more. Very nice. Take a moment. Catch your breath. Sip of water if you need it. I am going to pull my little step stool over here. I'm going with it. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Switch it out. I think I did 12 on that other one. You're probably over there like, yeah, you did. Sorry about that. 3, 4, 5. One more. Take a quick break. All right. Set it up. And let's get ready for that next set. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Other side. 6, 5, 4, 3. Still using your core here. 2, 1. Great job. All right. Set your weights down. Move your step or whatever you were using there. Walk that off just a bit. Ooh. All right. And then go ahead and grab your weights one more time. We're going to do calf raises. Let me put my weight in. All righty. You ready? Here we go. Roll the heels up and down. You want control here. 3. Really drive the heels high and press them forward. Here's 2 and 1. Shake and wiggle that out. Set it up. Here we go. 8, 7. Strong back. Shoulders down. Pull them in. 4. Belly up and in. 3, 2, 1. Shake them out. Ooh, we're gonna stretch the calves. I can tell you that. Here we go. Up, 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 up. 7 and 8. Well done. All right. Set them down. All right, and let's go into our final exercise, and that is going to be a hip abduction. So, if you want support, you can bring your hand to a wall counter or a chair. You're going to lift up out of the hips. So we don't want to dump into the hip. Keep the body lifted up and stabilized on your standing leg. So whichever leg is closest to your support can be your standing leg. Core is engaged, chin fist distance from the chest. You're going to lift the outside leg, open it to the side, and bring it back down. So we need this range of motion. We're working into the glutes here. And rest. All right, we'll do the other side. Here we go. Up, circle it out, bring it back. 2, 1. Good. Take a quick little release. Turn back to the first side. Here we go. Up and over. 2 more. Beautiful. Other side. Do it this way for you. Here we go. One more. Good. Wiggle that out. Give it a little shake. All right. Going back to the first side. If you need more time in between, you hit pause, take it, and then make sure you come back and finish strong for yourself. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing tall, not dumping into the hip. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ta-da! You did it. Well done, well done. Okay. Let's see if that works. Very good. All right, let's cool it down and stretch it out just a bit. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Again. Very good. All right, right leg forward, left leg back. You can have the back heel down. Just going to bend and straighten the front leg a little bit. And then we will straighten, lift up out of the hips, extend the body forward, flat back, hands to the thigh. Inhale back up. Maybe grab a little place of support. Lift the toes of that right foot. Bend the back knee. Hinge again. Inhale up. Take that right ankle over the left thigh. Sink your glutes back. Quick stretch for your glutes. Well done. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back, a big smile for showing up for yourself, making a difference. Shake it out. Step your left foot forward. Here's my alarm. We are almost finished. And step the foot back, a little bend and straighten. Back heel is down. Good. And then we will straighten. Keep the core engaged. Hinge about halfway, flat back here. In yoga, this is a pyramid pose or a variation of it. You press into the feet. Inhale, body back up. You're going to shorten the stance, bend that back knee, lift the front toes, hinge the body again. I don't need to lift that back heel, just bend the knee. My bad. Remember, you can do more stretching at any point in time. Inhale up. We just take a couple moments here at the end. Grab your figure four, sink your glutes back, stretch out your glutes. So your workout should be enough that you know you've worked out, but it should not leave you in intense pain. Things that you can do to help with that are to soak in Epsom salt or magnesium salts, and also drink plenty of water, stay hydrated. We're going to do a quick quad stretch. So grab the ankle or the foot, drop the knee straight toward the floor. You can also add creatine. Look into the supplement creatine. Read about that, learn about that for yourself. It will definitely help. It'll also help you build more muscle. Switch. Not all creatine is created equal, and some can make you feel nauseous and upset your stomach. So, like I said, do your own research. I don't have one. I'm not a that I recommend. I'm not affiliated with anybody or any brand. So I would leave that to you. All right, shake that out. Take the legs wide, turn the toes in, exhale, hinge. Let the hands rest either on the thighs, the shins, not the knees, or on a block. So another couple of breaths as we stretch out the back body. And then turn the heels in, bend the knees, bring your body up, and shake that all out. Awesome job, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for this weighted workout for our lower body. Great job. And be sure you check out our yin classes, because that's a great place to release a lot of the tension that you've developed in the muscles. And we also make room in our joints through yin. And then our gentle yoga is also a nice counter to our weighted workouts. If you're looking for cardio, join me for Yoga Shred. I have that on here twice a week. And within 30 minutes, we have our warm up, a 20-minute hit designed for our mature bodies, and then our 5-minute cool down. I'd love to see you there. All right. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. And yes.